Hey everyone, today I decided to go through my rankings of every single character in Tokaido and including the Crossroads expansion. Throughout the list, you'll notice some common themes with me. I like characters that don't require you to follow a certain path. For instance, I like meal cards more than cards that include like souvenirs or um, gambling, etc. So I'm gonna go through my rankings. Maybe you'll agree, maybe you don't. This is just my preference for how I like to play. All right, so let's get things started with this guy right here. I'm not gonna name any of these names because I'm just gonna mess it up. But this right here, this guy likes to gamble at the meal. For every intermediate inn, you can gamble to get more coins. I don't like to gamble, it's not my thing, so this is why this player is last. Next up, we have this guy. At every village, you can get a souvenir for 1 coin. Next up is this woman. If you buy 2 souvenirs, you can get the lowest cost souvenir for free. I don't like this specific one because it requires you to have coins, and sometimes I play a style that doesn't involve coins. Like for instance, if I want to collect if I want to collect panoramas, anything like that, I don't like to be pigeonholed into having coins. Next up is this guy. For every coin you tribute to the temple, you have another coin provided. So if you give 2 coins to the temple, you get 4 coins instead of 2. Alright, next up we have this guy. He allows you to take 2 actions at the temple. Once again, this is one of those that requires coins. To take a full advantage of this character, you need to give some coins to the temple and pay a coin to get an amulet. So you need a lot of coins to make this card effective. This guy is actually pretty cool. You get a coin for every panorama spot you land on. However, the big catch is he starts off with 0 points or 0 coins. So you're starting off with a severe disadvantage, but you can rack up some coins pretty quickly with him. This card's pretty cool. Allows you to take 2 cards when you draw an encounter, which are my favorite cards in the game because they're just interesting, and you can choose whichever one you want and the other one is discarded. It gets rid of some of the mystery in the encounter spots, so I really like this one. This one's pretty cool. At the meal spots, at the ends, you get an extra point for every coin you spend on a meal. So if you spend 3 coins on a meal, your meals are now worth 9 points. It's pretty cool, but again, you need coins. I prefer to buy as many 1 coin meals as I can because every meal is worth 6 points, unless you have that card. With her, you get a coin and a point every time you go to the encounter spot. Not very interesting, but a coin and a point is always cool. Here you got a card that allows you to get a souvenir at every meal. At every inn, you go to the inn and then right away you draw the top souvenir. You can rack up some points this way for free, and if you want to follow the souvenir route, this is the card to go, in my opinion. Okay, so we're nearing the end here. These are my favorite cards in the game, and maybe you agree, maybe you don't. This is just how I like to play. Here's another inn card. At every inn, you get a panorama card of your choice. That's really helpful if you're collecting panoramas. Another inn card. You draw an encounter every inn, an encounter card. If you don't have any coins when you enter the inn, this is a good way to potentially get 3 coins out of nowhere. Cool card. This card is a good way to rack up points, because to rack up points on this character, you already need to be doing good in the game. So you get an extra point for every accomplishment you accomplish. So every panorama you complete, you get an extra point. And every accomplishment at the end of the game, you get an extra point. And also, it adds a little incentive to go to hot spring cards, because you get an extra point there as well. Okay, we're entering the top 3. This card gives you both options when you enter the encounter space. This is, in my opinion, the most fun card to play with, because I love encounters, and it allows you to get an encounter and get a calligraphy card in the same turn. Awesome combo. Number 2. This card allows you to get a random meal card for free at every inn. Awesome card. Nothing better than free meals. However, if you draw a card if the top meal card is a card you already have, you cannot eat that meal for free. You have to waste it, and if you want to eat a meal that turn, you have to buy one. So you want to make sure you at least have a coin or 2, just in case. And a big disadvantage with this card, though, is you only start with 2 coins. Okay, so we made it to the end. Thank you for joining me, and this is, in my opinion, my favorite character to play with. There are so many advantages to this card I'm about to show you. And perhaps this is the only character I think I know how to say, Kinko. You start off with 7 coins, and every inn you get -1 coin for the meal you buy. So if a meal costs 1 coin, you get that meal for free. So basically it's like this one, except a little less risky. You have options to choose from, and you have 5 more coins to start out with. In my opinion, by far the best character card in Tokaido. Alright, so thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my list, and if you want to see more lists like this, just let me know, and I'll get those going for you. I think this is my last video for Tokaido for a while. I'm gonna move on to some other games, and I hope you follow my journey on YouTube and enjoy playing some games. All right, thank you, bye.